gupta@page.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And first of all, I want to say Happy Diwali to all, and may you have a green and a safe Diwali with your family, right? And today we are gonna learn about components in React, and this is the most important concept of React, right? Without components, you cannot, like, it is kind of like it is very hard to use React, right? Without components, you cannot do anything, right, in React, right? So components is a very important concept. So without any delay, let's get started with learning components. Damn. Okay, first we are importing React and React DOM, right? Next, first of all, we'll see what basically components are. So components are independent and reusable bits of code. They serve the same purpose as JavaScript functions. So they are just like JavaScript functions but return HTML. But components return HTML that you want to display in the screen. That is the work of components. Components return you HTML according to some mathematical calculation or according to any other logic. Uh, uh, that you want to execute on your screen, right? So this is the work of components. Components come in two types: class components and function components. In this video we will learn about function components, right? So there are two types of components: class components and function components, right? So now function components are introduced, and mostly function components are used like whenever people use React, and class components is being seen very less, right? So we'll focus on function components. I will try to make a video of class components also, right? So over here we have a function car. Yeah, right. So we are creating a car component over here, and in that we are just returning h2, hi, I am a car. So this component, whenever we call this component, then this will return us h2, hi, I am a car, right? And how do we display this component? We use the react dom.render method, right? So that displays whatever we want into our HTML, right? And we are saying it, our first argument is what to display, and our second argument is where to display. So we want to display in an element called root. So we are accessing that element, so we want to display it in an element called root, right, whose id is root. And what we are doing, we are using a car component like a normal HTML tag. So over here we are using a car component like a HTML tag. So this is how you basically use components in React, guys. If you want to call a function basically a component, then you use it like a basically HTML tag, right? So over here this will show us hi, I am a car, because it is returning us the h2. So if I reload this once again, oh sorry, I'll just move my width, and over here I'll just go into our video, and then I'll just do npm start to start our server, right? I forgot to start it. So it is starting. When it will show compiled successfully, that means a server is running. We need to wait just a second more. Half. Yeah. So it is showing us hi, I am a car. We'll just minimize that, take this here, and then let's see. Reload this, and we can see hi, I am a car as expected. But there's another way how you can do it, but this way is, I'll say, almost never used. You always call components like this. If you want to call components in another way, the other way is when you call it like a normal function. So when you call it like a normal function, then also it is returning you basically this only. Nothing is changing. What you're doing, you're just calling the car component like a normal function, and it will return you whatever basically you want to display through that component, right? So you could use it like you can use a component like a HTML tag also, or you can use it like a normal function. Everywhere, almost everywhere, you will see it being used like an HTML tag, because that is the syntax that React follows, right? That is what is basically the specification. Basically that's what is specified about components, that we need to use it like this. But because this is basically React is a framework for JavaScript, so everything that is there in JavaScript is in React also. So over here we are basically, it is like a function card is no more than a function that is returning as HTML, so we can use it like a normal function also. But that's not used, right? So we saw first example. Now we are on our second example, where we call a component inside a component. So here we have a car component that will return us our h2 tag, I am a car, right? Then we have a garage component in which we will return the fragment, right? So you'll return the fragment in which we have written h1 who lives in my garage, right? So the fragment is basically wrapping the two lines, right? So I've explained this in JSX that we need one top level element. So our fragment is a top level element, and in this we are doing h1 who lives in my garage. So we are first in heading 1 we are showing who lives in my garage, and then we are calling the car component. So we are just saying that to execute the car component in here, so it will return us the h2 tag I am a car. So right, so it will bring us over here I am a car, because it is returning us h2 I am a car. So over here h2 I am a car will come, right? So this is how we can use a component inside another component, like a normal HTML tag, like you do in the render method, right? And then we can just render our garage component like a normal HTML element in our root element, right? So this will show us who lives in my garage, and then it will show us in heading to I am a car, right? Quite cool. And then for example, a component is a very big component, or basically you want it is for a specific feature, for a different feature. Then what you can do, you can separate your components into files, right? So you can have one component in one file, two components in one file, and basically you can keep them in separate files. So over here we have a car.js file, right, in which we are importing React to create a component, right? And then we are creating a function car and returning HTML, that is a h2 tag I am a car, and then we are exporting default car, right? So if you don't know about exporting, then do check out my ESX video. There I'm explaining about export default and named export, right? Default export and named export. So over here we are using the default export to export our car component, and then in over here we are importing our car component from car.js, right? That is over here, in which we that which is exporting the car, right? And then what we are doing, we are just using the react dom.render method to basically render our car component, right, in our document.get element by root element, right? So in our root element we'll just render our car component, right? So cool, so cool. So now this will show us just hi I am a car, right? So it is showing us hi I'm a car. So guys, this was a very simple video on components, but components are basically component you can over here we had very basic examples, but components are used to do your complex calculations, or basically run your logic that you want, and according to that it returns you some HTML, and that you can render, right, using the react dom.render method, right? And if you don't know about render, do check out my render React render HTML video. And thank you guys. If you like the video, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. Thank you guys. Bye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching my videos. Dab. Happy Diwali, Green Diwali, Safe Diwali.